Hello and welcome back to FC26 Spin the Wheel edition, brought to you by myself, Bevchenko. The transfer window has closed and now we're on the business end of the season. We're currently in a good position, sitting in 5th, but we're out of the Carabao Cup. We've got an important fixture today against Aston Villa away in the FA Cup. We also have league games against Leeds United away and Wolverhampton Wanderers at home. So definitely 3 winnable games, but let's see how we get on. But first, we have received an offer for Nicolo Savona. Whilst the transfer window shutters closed here in the Premier League, it is not in Germany, and they are interested in loaning our right back. Let's see what the wheel has to say. Nicolo Savona, will you be going to Germany for the remainder of the season? Oh, it's a close one. And it's just in the yes. So we have to accept the loan offer. So enjoy your time in Germany, Nicola. See you soon. So the first match, Leeds United in 19th against Nottingham Forest in 5th. A must-win game for us, considering we don't have the best record against the top 4. So the best we can do is push on, and Yilmaz will get a start today. Leeds United have been struggling all season, and we are here in West Yorkshire at Ellen Road with a very raucous crowd in the rainy West Yorkshire. Bogle lays it off to Tanaka. To Harrison, to Tanaka. Leeds starting with a bit of a positive attitude here. Really bringing the game to Forest. Probably think, well, we're at home. This is our only chance. Dan and Doy looking for an overlap from Olaine. It's not come yet. It has now. Great ball to the Nigerian. He's looking for a bit of space. Cuts it back. Gives it to Igor Jesus, who rockets the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 after 8 minutes. Great start for Nottingham Forest today. Great start for the Brazilian, who recently lost his place last game to Evan Nilsson, who's also started his Forest career brightly. But here come Leeds again. So Forest with the one attack. It's been all Leeds apart from that. I'm not sure what that shot was about. Jacuna to Nico Williams. Ever present this season, Nico. Obviously got competition from Jed Spence now. And here's a chance for Leeds. Great save by Matt Sells. Arguably should have done better, should the Whites. Longstaff. Back to Stack. They're absolutely just knocking it through this Forest midfield. Olaine picks it up. He's looking for that support. Goes out for a throw. And great challenge by Gotts. Forest wanted to run the clock down a little bit. And they've given the ball away already. Edge of the box to Tanaka. Matt Sells called into action once more. To Barry Shelmis. Great play to Morgan Gibbs White, who loses the ball. Longstaff, the general in this central midfield. Elliot Anderson's been very quiet, and it's not like him. Bogle looking to get down that line again. Plays it back nicely. Yilmaz chasing shadows. Bogle comes forward once more to Tanaka. Absolutely dominating possession. Leeds United, but the header is won by Igor Jesus, which comes to nothing. Forest all over the shop. Harrison. Nemecha, another save by Matt Sells. The keeper is absolutely doing his job today and earning his money. Olaine, last time he had the ball, resulted in a goal. There's no support now. He's looking for Dan and Doy to make a run. It's not happening. Lays the ball back to Douglas Luiz. Feels like it's his first touch of the game. As it is this man, Elliot Anderson. So Morgan Gibbs White. He's given the ball away. Knocked it too far there. Bogle lays it back to Perry. First time he's actually touched the ball as well. Last time he was pretty much picking it out of the net. So first 4 minutes played. Tanaka to Harrison. It's all Leeds, but Forest are still winning 1-0. 19th place Leeds dominating this game. Chance of Yorkshire ring through Ellen Road as they drive their team on. They can definitely sense the goal to Nemecha again. and he's nutmegged Matt Sells, and it's gone across the goal line and hit the post. Unbelievable. Forest need to keep hold of the ball. That's better from the club. Lays it to Morgan. Right, ball over the top to Yilmaz. Not done much since he's been at the club. Big strike there. And Perry, don't think it was going in. And then it shows you the ball again, which is crossing that line. Unbelievable effort. Nico Williams off the line by Stat. Unbelievable strike by the left back. Keeper got a touch to it. Morgan gives White sliding in there on the wet surface. So, end-to-end stuff, mainly down at the Forest end. Forest have also had another chance to better their lead. No changes at half-time. Still 1-0, Nottingham Forest. Igor Jesus in the 8th minute, putting the Reds ahead. Great play by Dan and Doyne at Ola-Aina. Looks to cut inside again. Looking for support. Finds it from Elliot Anderson. Lays it off to Nico Williams, who's having another crack from distance today. 2 shots for the Welsh international. Believe that's most of the game for Forest. Ampadu to Tanaka to Stack. Lays it to Longstaff. Needs a big second half does Longstaff, but back loses out. Dan and Doyle with some great footwork. Is covered here by back. Outside of the foot. And the referee appears to have given a penalty. He turned his back on the ball, did Rodon. Gonna have to have another look at this. VAR interferes. No, we're gonna have to miss that penalty. He wasn't even looking in the right direction. So, due to our VAR rules and interception, we will miss this kick on purpose, because if VAR was here, would absolutely have turned that over. So here we go. Matt Sells skying it on purpose. There we go. Justice for Leeds United. An absolutely terrible refereeing. To Tanaka. Bogle. To Ampadu. Yeah, there was no question. That definitely wasn't a penalty. Longstaff. But Forest could really do with that second goal today, because it has been all Leeds United. But Forest could have had 2 themselves. The Leeds crowd has not stopped singing all game. One of the best atmospheres in English football. Ball over the top to Igor Jesus. Picked up by Gotts, and Longstaff picks it up. Next fixture, February 11th, Nottingham Forest at home against Wolverhampton. Another win they desperately will need. And this man, Morgan Gibbs-White, will want to score against his former club. That's for certain. Tanaka to Stack. Laying it across the midfield. They need to push forward now to Leeds if they want to get something out of this game. 70 minutes played. Rodon over the top to Gotts. Longstaff finding himself in a left-back position there. Leeds just knocking it about. Forest getting tired. Chasing these balls. Just like playing into Leeds' hand a little bit. But Forest knows second goal will kill this game. And there they win the ball back. Igor Jesus has got it. Yilmaz gets it from Morgan Gibbs-White, who wants the ball in the box again. And there's the header, but straight into the hands of Perry. It's good connection by Morgan Gibbs-White to steer it on target, but there wasn't much power in it. Murato to Jekunya. So Murato still hasn't moved yet, despite that transfer being accepted the other day. This might be his last game. Ball comes over the top, play on. Back to Longstaff. To Tataka. Nemecha. To Gotts. Back to back. Rodon. Great play by Leeds here. So the 1 goal separates the 2 teams, as well as 14 positions in the table. You wouldn't think it was Leeds down in 19th, would you? Gibbs White. Poor ball. Harrison intercepts. Ampadu brings it forward to Bogle. Bogle been quite quiet this second half after his blistering performance in the first period of the game. Creating chance after chance. He looks to get forward now. Referee, linesman keeps his flag down. Harrison to Stack. Yilmaz wins it. Forrest on the counter. Here we go. Great ball to Dan and Doy. Forrest looking for support. They get it. Where's the extra support? Here it comes. And it's full time. Forrest on the break, but 1-0 win. They'll be happy with that. So there's confirmation. Nicolo Savona going to Frankfurt on a 2-year loan, thanks to the wheel. So Nottingham Forest at home against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves down in 20th position. Forest last time out, excelling against Leeds, who are in 19th. They'll be hoping for more of the same today. Only one change to the starting lineup. New signing Fofana retakes the left wing spot ahead of Yilmaz. So free kick to Nottingham Forest here, I think. No, it's to Wolves. Quite bizarre. Crossfield ball to Agbadu. To Jones in the middle of the field. A bit of space here in the middle of the park. Krejci. Manetzi. Forest looking a bit slow and lethargic. Some great footwork there from the right back. Manetzi again on the ball. To Jones. Who's just looking to play that ball nicely, and he does. But Elliot Anderson dispossesses. Morgan Gibbs-White comes on the attack now. Just can't get hold of the ball here. Dan and Doy back to Ola Aina. To Douglas Luiz. Elliot Anderson looking for Fofana. He finds him. The signing from Lyon. Wolves have got the worst defence in the league, conceding 51 goals against Nottingham Forest, who arguably have the best defence. And there's a shot by former Molineux starlet Morgan Gibbs-White, but it's blocked. Wolves are leaving such a big gap in the middle of this field. Can Forest make the most of it? Fofana on a run again. And it opens up. He has a crack. Well wide of the target for Malik Fofana, but it's good to see him have a shot. Manetzi winning the ball in the middle. As I said, big gaps in the middle of the park today. Fofana to Gibbs-White. Lays it to Dan and Doy. Puts a lovely ball through to Ola Aina, who gets a shot away. It's saved. And the clearance comes in as Ola Aina's about to pull the trigger on the rebound. Good save by the Wolves keeper. Tashua to Jones. Bueno. Forest chasing shadows. Playing really well, the Wolves. Considering. Oh, and Bueno puts a lovely interception in there, which sparks a bit of a counter-attack. Strand Larsen loses out to new signing Musa Diakate. Dan and Doy is through. He's through here, Dan and Doy. He's got no support, though. He plays the ball through. Keeper again gets a glove to it. Morgan Gibbs-White cracks it, as does Ola Aina. As does Morgan Gibbs-White. Jose Sa is not being beaten today. Flurry of shots there from Forest. Morgan Gibbs-White gives it to Dan and Doy. Lays it to Douglas Luiz. Having a quiet game so far. Has been quite past few games, to be honest. Oh, great attempt by Elliot Anderson. Curling it into the top corner. But Jose Sa is there once again to stop the goal. Wolf with some beautiful footwork there. Manetzi hasn't done much today. He's been getting bullied a little bit in the middle of this park. And there's the ball over the top to Dan and Doy, heads it. And Jose Sa once again collects it. Forest need to do something special against this goalkeeper. They're definitely dominating the rest of the play, but not where it matters. Shekunya wins that header. Heads it straight back to Benetzi though in the middle of the park. Jones, poor ball to Shekunya. Last chance of the half, maybe. You got Jesus looking for a bit of footwork. Didn't come off. And there's the half. Nottingham Forest 0. Wolverhampton 0. Anderson kicks off second half for Fafana. Trying to make things happen here. Keeping it on the byline. Cross comes in. That's a lovely ball. And there's a beautiful header by Morgan Gibbs-White. And Jose Sarr once again keeping it out of the net. Elliot Anderson steamrolls in there to win the header. Doesn't get it though. But cross comes in. Winner battle at Aina. Is it to Nico Williams? Gives it back to Fafana. And here's Morgan Gibbs-White. Another bullet of an effort saved by Jose Sarr. Forest are not beating him today. There's a chat. He's hit it. Igor Jesus has hit it straight at Jose Sarr with the goal. Gaping. Oh, Aina puts it wide. 53 minutes gone. Forest fans loving this. It is all Nottingham Forest. But Jose Sarr, arguably playing the greatest game of his career. And there's an injury announcement there. Gold is injured. So Wolves will be looking to make that substitution. Great play by Forest again. Starman today for the Forest. Gibbs-White gives it to Fafana. They cannot get past this keeper today. Fafana should have scored. It should be about 8-0. I'd love to see the stats after this game. Hopefully one includes a goal for Forest as well. Strand Larsen dispossessed. Ball through again by Morgan Gibbs-White. Here's the chance. And it's blocked by Agbadou. Evan Nilsson's coming on now. Got some tired legs out there. Elliot Anderson wins the header. Comes to nothing. Definitely missing Murillo in those positions. Obviously the Brazilian superstar, future superstar, is enjoying his life at Chelsea now. Nico wins the ball back. Looking for support. It's not coming. Where's that support? Doesn't come. The runs were too slow by Gibbs-White and Igor Jesus there. Forest next out up in the FA Cup. So we'll need to win that one for sure. Especially after a terrible performance in the Carabao Cup, which saw us defeated against League One at Huddersfield Town. Ball over the top. Doesn't come to anything. Evan Nilsson wins it back though. Dan and Doy pushes through, cuts back, looks for Evan Nilsson. He finds Morgan Gibbs-White, gets a shot away, and another save by Jose Sarr. Tackle by Morgan Gibbs-White. Wins the ball back. Elliot Anderson. Ball to Evan Nilsson. Pushed off the ball by Agbadou. Goes back to Jose Sarr. 10 minutes to play. Forest getting desperate now. But desperate could lead to an opportunity. Morgan Gibbs-White puts it wide. Brennan Johnson's coming on now. New signing Brennan Johnson. Returned to the club in the January transfer window. Can he make something happen? He's definitely got some pace. Play on for Wolves. Coop Miners. Chachua. Arias, first time I've seen him on the ball today. Won a header there by Ola Aina. And here's Morgan Gibbs-White again. Wolves are putting everyone back. It's be a very, very good point for Wolves if they can hold on, given they're in 20th position in the Premier League. Felt like he could have carried on there. Could Strand Larsen. Here's a chance. And a corner in the 87th minute. Oh no, it's giving us a goal kick. Forest need to get up the field now. Nyakate to Elliot Anderson. To Fofana. It's been quiet this half. Flag stays down. No, the flag's gone up when he's about to cut it back to Morgan Gibbs-White. That's such unbelievable. There's just no luck for Forest today. 3 minutes injury time. Last chance of the game. Surely. Gotta make it count. Can they make it count? Morgan Gibbs-White again. Ball given away. And that sums up the game for Nottingham Forest. Douglas Luiz puts it wide and finds Jose Sarr in unbelievable form. Boos ring out around the City ground. Can't believe they've not won that one. Unbelievable stats if you're looking there. 20 shots with an XG of 3.8. Wolves didn't get a shot away. Unbelievable. So the FA Cup 4th round. Nottingham Forest are ringing the changes for this game. John Victor gets a go in the goal. Young Josh Abbott makes his league debut today in centre-back. There's a space for Jed Spence. And club captain Ryan Yates returns to the lineup. Carl Hudson-Odoi also plays along with Hutchinson and Evan Nilsson. So big changes for Forest as we kick off at Villa Park. And the weather looks pretty good at the moment. Both teams will fancy their chances today. Harvey Elliott to Martson. Won by the ever-present Elliot Anderson, who retains his position despite being a lot of players getting rested today. Big chance for Amari Hutchinson as well today. He needs to make some magic happen. Half chance for Callum Hudson-Odoi, who wasn't far off then. Diamandi to Emi Martinez. Forest probably don't want this to go to penalties given the Argentines' reputation for shootouts. He doesn't lose many, saves a lot. Harvey Elliott winning the ball back there. Kamara down the line to Gesson. Kamara, play on, says the referee. Anana, former Forest target. Looking for space though, and it's not coming though. But Amari Hutchinson keeps hold of the ball. He gets a shot away, but he doesn't. It's blocked at the last second. Good play by Amari Hutchinson. Anana looking to bring it forward again, and Anana loses it again. Poor pass by Ryan Yates to Igor Jesus. Conser lays it back to left back Martson. Finds John McGinn, who I believe is captain today. Ollie Watkins down the line to John McGinn, who flicks it over the top of Jed Spence, who's having none of it. And Forest gather the ball. So Ollie Hutchinson on the ball. And this midfield of Villa is definitely not like the Wolves one, that's certain. They're closing down very quickly. Kamara. Jed Spence is all over here. Taking himself on a little trip. Great ball. 1-2 between Dan and Doy and Igor Jesus. Needs that support. Finds it in Jed Spence. Gets the ball taken off him at the last second, though. Kamara brings it out to Gesson. Conser. Lovely play by Elliot Anderson with a back heel as well. But loses the ball for being too fancy. Every time Villa get the ball, the fans are making a racket, says to Martson. Anana. McGinn. Great tackle by Jed Spence. Sliding in to win the ball back for Forest. Once again, that support's not there for Forest. They're just not getting up in numbers. It's going to be a long day if they don't sort that out. Jed Spence stepping up there and has now lost possession. It's half a chance for Aston Villa. Josh Abbott against John Victor. And Victor manages to get the save away. Ollie Watkins showing the young teenager Josh Abbott how he's going to be a busy, busy footballer. Callum Hudson-Odoi turns back into the Villa player then after getting through. Anana to Watkins. This is better from Villa. Knocking the ball around quickly. Could be split open here, but great dispossession by Jacuna. It's been an unbelievable season so far for Jacuna. And that's the whistle for half-time. Forest probably going to have to make some substitutions. If they want to get something from this game. Elliot to Sace. To Anana. So Watkins plays it to McGinn as usual. Lovely 1-2. Josh Abbott comes in, wins the ball back. Jed Spence passes it out to Dan N'Doye. Great play by the teenager. Ollie Hutchinson looking for that support. He's going to have a crack himself. What a save by Emi Martinez. The ball seemed to hang in the air for ages then. Would like to see that one again. The save, he just tipped it directly up. The ball seemed to take a lifetime to come back down. But fortunately for Villa and Emi Martinez, it didn't cross the line. Better from Forest. Evan Nilsson showing his strength. Showing his strength. Half a chance here. He can cut the ball back to Ollie Hutchinson. Amari Hutchinson. And Emi Martinez saves it. Morgan Gibbs-White's coming on now. Forest need to make something happen here. Elliot Anderson on corner duties in the absence of Douglas Luiz. Nico Williams with a rocket! What a goal from the Welsh international! In the 58th minute. Wow. His second cup appearance of the season. And he's absolutely rocketed that into the top corner. Martson. Forest in good position now. They don't concede many. Just knocking about for fun now, Forest. Looking for... I tried to push that too much, did Dan N'Doye. John McGinn read that the whole way through. Next up for Villa is Leeds, who Forest beat 1-0 a couple of games ago. After a stellar performance from Leeds United. They're unlucky to lose that one. Jed Spence. Forest getting it away. Jed Spence needs to win that. He's been done by John McGinn. Josh Abbott's coming out. Jed Spence tries to recover. John McGinn's just dancing through here. Got to stay on your feet. And Josh Abbott knocks the ball away and Jed Spence blasts it into the crowd. So Harvey Elliott coming off now. And Sancho comes on. McGinn is offside. Forest will be happy about that. Yilmaz coming on for Callum Hudson-Odoi. Had a good first half, did Hudson-Odoi. Been a very even game, this. Only not looking at a draw because of some absolute magic by Nico Williams. And it's all Forest fans singing now. Lovely ball over the top. Jed Spence wins it. Dan N'Doye brings it back again. So much pace as the Swiss international has lost the ball there by trying to be too fancy. And Ryan Yates, club captain, wins it ball back. Mr. Nottingham Forest himself. Doesn't get many chances nowadays with the elite personnel that Nottingham Forest possess. But he does a job. Conser. To guess on. Manages to keep it in. Here's a substitute, Sancho. To Kamara. 85 played. Forest got to be careful here. Nico Williams again. It's all Villa now. Last 10 minutes. 4 minutes remaining. Forest can hang on. It'd be a very good win in the cup. Crunching talent challenge by Nico Williams there. Should be okay. Most likely to be a yellow card. And the referee is not... Yeah, he has booked him. Didn't think I was going to book him then. And that free kick goes way over the top. We've got to keep Nico on for now. A good win for some of these fringe players for Nottingham Forest. Amari Hutchinson has looked fantastic today. As has Abbott. Went under immediate pressure. He had a rocky first 10 minutes. And that's the way Nottingham Forest progress to the next round of the FA Cup. And that is all for today's episode. If you've enjoyed the content, please hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and maybe a comment. Until next time, cheers.